Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the server room. Holy moly. TSR, the server room. We're back at it again, people. Like I said, we're doing a double feature tonight because I finally had a day to do some streaming. So why not hit you guys with a back to back? Actually, it's not a back to back live stream, but I had to take a break, get some water, use the bathroom, get something to eat, and all that good stuff. But this is episode 43. We did 42, which was installing and configuring System Center Service Manager 2016. Right. So today is episode 43. Same day, episode 43. We are live right now. It's green. We're going to just get straight to it. Super excited. I'm doing a couple of things right now because I have my SCCM. I created a virtual machine behind the scenes right now. It's at the deployment portion of it. And I want to run my task sequence to deploy Windows 10 64-bit V for version 1803 Enterprise. Now, this is the same task sequence that I'm going to be going over with you guys. Again, I love PowerPoint because it keeps it nice, short, and simple. I don't want you guys to look at paint drying. It's like I'm painting something and we're just there looking at it dry. So the PowerPoint is just short and simple. Again, the PowerPoint will be provided for you guys at the end of the show, so you don't have to worry about driving yourself crazy about me talking real fast and all that good stuff. So I'm actually gonna go in here, oopsie, and select this guy. Hit the tab, hit next, and see if it works. All right, so we're gonna let that run behind the scenes. And the announcements. Thank you so much, Lenovo, for providing the TD340 that I have in the back. I've been running that for the past. This is the second season of the server room, so I've been using this machine like hardcore. I think it's time for a huge upgrade because I don't have enough memory, and I'm taking advantage of all the hardware on this guy. So I definitely need to get an upgrade. Like I said, second quarter of the year, my subscribe goal is 50,000. We're currently at 39,164. And last episode that we did was installation and configuration of the System Center Service Manager. So hopefully you guys can check out. Now, the only thing I'm not going to be covering on today's show is upgrading ADK. ADK needs to be upgraded to the latest one, which is 1803. Now, there is a link within the Google Docs. I will provide that I already shut up. I already did this for you guys. I did this for you. Done. It's really simple. This is a one-shot kill. It's the same process of updating an MDT 8450 as well as your SCCM, right? To keep it nice and short, you basically remove the current ADK version that you have within your machine, install the latest one, and you're done. And with SCCM, you have to update your boot images, okay? With MDT, you don't really need to do anything. It's just done. I am working on documentation as well as a video to deploy Windows 10 1803 with MDT 8450. I'm still working on that. I might hopefully push that out for you guys next week. All right, so I'm gonna stop talking and get straight to the PowerPoint, right? Get straight to it because that's what you guys want. So today's show is all about deploying Windows 10 version 1803 with SCCM. I was super excited to see 1803 part of my volume license services center. Downloaded right away, and I just wanted to test it out. So first thing that you need to do is download your ISO file, which I downloaded within the desktop. I downloaded on the desktop. This is the guy right here. Bingo, 1803 64-bit, right? And because I downloaded on the desktop, what I did was I double-click on the file, and it's going to mount it for me. So this is all the content that all the content within that ISO, right? Now with SCCM, we need to start copying the files within the ISO into your SCCM server. Now, so the way that the way you're supposed to do it, I think this is the way you're supposed to do it. I don't know. This is the way that I taught myself or I learned from others. Is you need to drop your source files within a UNC path. Now, the path that I'm using is within my, zoom in for you guys, within my SCCM server, and I have a folder called sources. Within sources, I have a another folder called OSD, right? Inside there, I have OS images, and then I have a Windows 10 x64, and then I break it down by the builds. So I have 1703, 1709, and then the new one would be 1803. Double click on it, there's nothing in it, and just basically highlighting all this stuff within the ISO and just copying it over. It's about 4.25 gigs that you're copying over. Once that's completed, you're good to go. Well, not really good to go, but you're good to go to the point that you have the files that you need to import into your SCCM. So the next thing you need to do is open your SCCM console. To do that is you go to Start and locate your Configuration Manager console. Now today's show is going to be super easy. It's just straight to the point, man. Hopefully the deployment finishes before I finish the PowerPoint. That'd be pretty cool. Once you open the console is going to try to connect to the site database. Now this is the scariest part when you're dealing with SCCM. This right here, because I'm like, when I get to the part, I'm like biting my nails, like, oh shit, like please work, please connect, because sometimes you probably have issues in the background, and it's because if you rebooted your SCCM server, you have to understand is that a lot of stuff in the background needs to start. Okay, you can't just restart your machine and then go inside Start, look for your Configuration Manager console, click on it, and everything's gonna work. No. When you restart your machine, if you push out any Windows updates within your server, you gotta just, once the restart is done and the updates are completed, leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just walk away, get a cup of coffee, go use the bathroom, walk around the office, talk to somebody. Just kill some time. Come back, then start the Configuration Manager console, because half the time, I don't have patience at all. So I'm like clicking on it and this starts not working. I'm like, why? It's because stupid me, not taking my time and not understanding that SCCM has a crap load of services running in the background that needs to run for this to work correctly. But I didn't restart, so boom, good to go. The only reason that I'm highlighting this little tab right here is because I want to show you guys the version that I am running. So just checking the version. So I go to About Configuration Manager, and I just want to show you guys that my current system is running version 1802. The console version is a little old. The site version is a little old because I haven't completely finished pushing out that hotfix as of yet, which is okay. It still works with no problem. Now it's time to import Windows 10 1803 within our SCCM. You have to understand or remember that we already copy the files locally, so all we have to do is import them, right? So to import them, we want to go to the software, and within software, we want to go to Overview, and from Overview, we want to go to Operating Systems. Just expand that, and you guessed it. Which one you think we have to go into? Yes, Operating System Images. Awesome. So click on that. And what you want to do is right-click on it and add an operating system image. It's that simple, people. It's that simple. So you're going to get the nice little wizard. And within the wizard, you have to pay attention to this. The example, it wants you to locate the operating system image file. Not the path, the image file. So from here, remember, I dropped inside sources, OSD, OS. And guys, you don't have to follow this. You don't have to like take notes. Oh, okay, it's gonna work because Bernardo created a folder of sources and he created another folder called OSD. He created another. Oh, I have to do it this way. You don't need to do it this way. Trust me, you do not need to do it this way. You could just create a sources folder, and within sources, you you could just basically you could basically crap. You could basically create a Windows 10 x64 and then drop whatever you want. This is the way I like doing it because it just makes sense for me. But we need to get inside sources and locate the image.wim file. Okay, copy that path and drop it in there. Click next, and then provide a name, version, and a comment. So I gave it Windows 10 Enterprise. By default, it's going to call it Windows 10 Education. I don't know why it does that. Really, really, really weird. So I renamed it to Enterprise 64-bit because that's the version that I downloaded, and I did V1803. I like to put that little V because it's just the way I am. Click next, and a nice little summary of what's going to happen. And this process is extremely fast because you already have the source files already located within your SCCM, so that's good to go. And once it's done, all green check marks, always a good thing. Click close. And we are going to zoom out, and there it goes. There's our operating system. Done. Awesome sauce. So next thing that we need to do is we need to distribute our content. Because if you pay attention, right here in the bottom, but it's not highlighted, but if I highlight this guy, when I highlight this guy and I zoom in, I'm going to zoom in for you guys. See right here? There's no progress. There's nothing. This needs to be success 1. So when you right-click on your new operating system, you have to distribute this content to your DP, your distribution point. So right-click on it, click on Distribute Content. You can also highlight it here and then click on this, but I like to just right-click on it. And then you get the nice little wizard, the Distribute Content wizard. You want to click on Next and click on Add. And distribution point, and pick your distribution point. I only have one. You probably have multiple, so just click all the ones that you want this content to be distributed to, and check it off. Click OK, and there you go. Click next again, and nice little summary. Click next, and green check mark. That green check mark is always a good thing. Click or close. And if you pay attention, this is the guy right here. If you click on it, that guy is going to change to this, in progress. This is always a good sign. I like to wait until it changes success 1. Once it changes to success 1, I gave myself a little happy face right there. That's always a good thing. That basically says, okay, it was distributed. You can also check the logs out if you want. But once this says that, then I could continue doing what I could do within my SCCM, and that is to create a task sequence. Awesome sauce. Now, this one is the basic task sequence that's built in with SCCM. I think I might do a offline video for you guys how to deploy Windows 10 1803 using MDT integrated. So do not worry about that. That will be done later on. It's going to be like a offline video for you guys. But for today, we're doing the basic task sequence of just deploying the image. From here, you want to go you're in the same section. You're not moving out from this little location right here. You're not moving anywhere. We just finish over here. So you're still here, right? So from the task sequence, click on it, and I got a crap load of them. Right click and create a task sequence. Okay, later on this is what I'm going to be taking care offline for you guys. So hopefully you guys check that out. Once you click on create task sequence, you're going to get the wizard. By default, you're going to do install an existing image package. That's the one that we want. Click next. Give your task sequence a name. This is the name that I provided. Deploy Windows 10 x64 version 1803 Enterprise. And then you need to pick your boot image. Now, if you saw the video that I provided for you guys when I upgraded my ADK 1803, during that process, I show you guys how to update your boot image for it to work correctly. Okay, so I browse it. Once I click on browse, I pick my boot image, which is this guy right here, 17134. That is the build number of the ADK. I actually have to recreate my WinPEs. I got to put that on my to-do list. So pick your poison, click OK. So pick my poison, click OK, and boom, you want to click on next. And from here, you want to pick your image package. So click on browse and pick your guy. So my guy is this one right here, Windows 10 Enterprise x64 version 1803. You're going to highlight it, click OK. And once you pick it, you're going to have multiple image index. So you have to pick the right one because by default, it's going to pick a Windows 10 education. That's not the one that I want to deploy. I want to deploy number 3, which is the Enterprise version 1. So that's what I picked. I left the partition format target computer before installing. I left that as default. This right here, I unchecked this configure task sequence for use with BitLocker. I didn't want that, but I can't really tell you what to do in this part. It really depends on your environment. But for me, I unchecked that. I didn't need a product key because I'm just going to use the trial base just to test it out. Definitely enable the account to specify a local administrator password. This is a must. So I enabled it. I gave it a password. Boom, boom, boom. And I also disabled that and click next. Okay. Here, I am not joining it into a domain. I'm just testing it out for now. I didn't want it. I didn't want that. But if you want, you could add it to a domain as well as specify a domain OU, and also provide a user that has full admin rights that allows you to add, computers to the domain, right? So what I picked was I just entered work group. Right, click next. And this is my configuration manager client package. These are my settings. This could be different on your environment. It doesn't have to match mine's. Don't think, oh, mine's don't look like that, Bernardo. Why does my no? It really depends on you. I can't really tell you guys what to enter here. Okay, this works in my environment. This is how I set it. It might change. It's different for everyone. I can't tell you this is the best settings to, and this is always going to work on your environment. I can't tell you that. Okay. Once you do that, you click next. I'm not doing the config state migration. I'm just basically doing a format, partition, install the operating system, and done. So I unchecked all this nonsense because I don't want that, and I click next. I don't really have any updates to push out during the deployment process, so I left that as is. And I didn't have any apps, but you are able to identify the apps that you want. A nice little summary, and next, and progress. And once everything is done, you're going to get that green check mark. Green check mark is always a good thing. Oh, I love the green check marks. Click close. All right, let me exit out real quick on this. And let's check out. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That looks good. That looks mighty sexy. That's awesome. All right, so it's still doing its thing. We're going to leave it be. Hopefully, by the time we finish the slide, we should have a fully deployed. Like, I actually created a virtual machine, an empty virtual machine container during my short break from the last show, and I started the process, which I'm going to show you the process right now during the PowerPoint. So let's go back here. Let that do its thing, right? Now, back within the task sequence, what we need to do is deploy the task sequence. Okay. So far, what we did was we downloaded the ISO. We extracted the stuff from the ISO and placed it within our server. We imported the operating system within our operating system image node. We distributed the operating system within our DP, which is our distribution point. We created a task sequence, and once we create the task sequence, the next thing that we need to do is deploy it. So pick your task sequence. You're going to right-click on it and click on deploy. From deploy, we need to pick a collection. So for me, my collection is when you click on browse. I think this happens to everyone, probably everyone. Click on browse, you're going to get this right here. This is just a warning. Click OK. And for me, for my environment, I like to do it for all unknown computers. And the reason why I'm doing this is because this is a straight format partition, install the operating system, or if I had Windows updates and apps or software install, this is like me getting like a huge shipment of Dell, I don't know, 9030 all-in-ones. I lined them all up. I get a switch, I hook up all the all-in-ones into the switch, and I just pixie boot. They're all unknown computers. They've never been part of the network. They've never been part of Active Directory. They're unknown. Boom. SCCM sees that these guys have never been part of the network, and they automatically get the task sequence. That's what I want. So that's what I picked. I pressed OK, and I left this as the default. But I can't really tell you guys, oh, okay, you need to do this. This is up to you, okay? Pre-download content for this task sequence. And click next on that. Definitely you want the purpose to be available. Action is install. You can't change that. For make available for the following by default is only configuration manager client. Click on that. And for me, I only want media and Pixie. I want this to be only for media and Pixie. Okay, not for the clients. You don't want to deploy that. If you want to deploy it to your configuration manager clients, most likely this is going to be an upgrade task sequence. This is a complete install, not an upgrade. That's the only time you would use this. Okay, click next. You can schedule the deployment, but I didn't do it at all. I don't need to. This works best if you're doing if you're pushing it out to the clients and you want it to be, shout out to your clients in a specific time. Click next on that. I left everything as the default. Doesn't really matter. Click next. Alerts, left it as the default. My DP, for my DP, I think I left it as download content locally when needed by running the task sequence. You got your nice little summary. And next again, green check marks is always a good thing. And then you close it. And the next thing is time to test, which I'm actually testing right now live with you guys, and it looks like it went through, which is great. But I want to show you guys the process of testing. Now, I logged into my vSphere client, and I created a virtual machine called Windows 10 V1803 SCCM. Right? I powered this guy up. I powered it up, and it's talking to my SCCM. This is my SCCM server. And I F12 it, and once I F12, it's talking to the boot image. This is the boot image. Boot image. Drink some water. A lot of talking today. Sorry about that. Yeah. So once this loads up, you're gonna see a nice little Windows logo. It loads up. You're gonna get this. I have my task sequence, or I have my SCCM stuff locked down. Because you never want this to be open. Because if F12 is enabled, anyone can press F12. A lot of users are kind of smart. They read. I have a couple of users that read, and if the thing says press F12, what do you think the user is going to do? Press F12, right? They press F12. The password's already embedded within your SCCM, so it bypasses this and takes you directly to this. Wait, I'm going to skip all. It takes you directly to this. So what do you think the user would do? They're not going to read anything. They don't understand it. What they're going to do is click on next. They click on next. What's going to happen? Their machine with all their damn files is completely formatted and re-imaged with a new operating system. That is the worst case scenario. Holy crap. All right. So this is the reason why I have the password. So enter your password. Click next, and it's going to try to retrieve the policy for this computer. Now, this basically means that because this machine is considered an unknown computer, it's retrieving the policy, which is the task sequence that we deployed. We deployed that task sequence into. That didn't make any sense. I think that made sense. I think I'm going nuts. All right, so once it retrieves the policy for this computer, you're going to get this. These are all the task sequence that I have being advertised for unknown computers. So at the very beginning of the show, this is what you guys saw. I picked deploy Windows 10 x64 1803 Enterprise. I clicked on next. This is what you guys saw briefly before I started the show. Uh, it's going to start downloading the install.wim, applying the operating system. It's going to apply image 3. Remember, we pick image 3, which was the Windows 10 Enterprise. If you'd have picked 1, which was Windows 10 Education, you'd have saw image 1 from install.wim. And it's going to start contacting the server to find compatible device drivers. Because this is a virtual machine, this is pretty easy. It goes through with no problem. If you're dealing with hardware, which I need to talk to some of the vendors that I do like laptop reviews for you guys. I would love to have these vendors to give me the approval to start imaging these machines for you guys. Imagine that I could have like the ThinkPad T480 or the ThinkPad X1 Carbon, and I could show you guys how to configure SCCM with the drivers, and we could do live deployment with physical machines. How awesome is that? I need to talk to Lenovo and a couple of vendors that I do laptop reviews for to see if they allow me to do that. If they allow me to wipe it clean and reinstall the operating system, and I will definitely do that stuff for you guys. I want to know what you guys think about that idea. Let me know at the comments. And what are your thoughts? That'd be pretty cool if I could have physical machines like Lenovo product, Dell products, and I could configure SCCM and MDT and show you guys how that stuff works, how to do the import of the drivers and all that. So when you guys get these machines at your job, you can look at the video and be like, oh, okay, Bernardo did this for the Optiplex 9030, and that's how it worked. That'd be pretty cool. Let me know at the comment section, right? Again, don't leave it at the stream chat because that stuff disappears. So wait until the stream is over, come back, then leave your comment so I could get that notification, and then I could get some feedback from you guys. So once that's done, it's going to start downloading the Microsoft policy and all that good stuff. This is very common, and once it gets here, it's going to restart. You're going to get this. It's going to start services. Good sign. Getting device ready, getting ready. This is what we saw live, and boom, which I have to log into the admin. Now, this admin account is the password that we set within our task sequence, okay? And you log in, it's going to start loading, and boom, boom, leave everything. And we're in, done. And then I did a WinVER to show you, which I'm going to, let me see if I can go in. So, right, boom, look at that. Friday, May 18th, it's finished. Yeah. So let me see if I could get big here. There you go. Let's log in real quick. Hopefully I use the right password. All right, yes, got the hi. Got the hello. All right, it's loading up. I'm going to switch over real quick while that loads up and check out the chat real quick. See how you guys are doing. Again, thank you so much for those individuals that came back from the last stream. I'm trying to do a back-to-back because I haven't done any streams for you guys and finally got a day to do this stuff. So why not do a back-to-back double feature for you guys, right? We have Ken C. Stated, I think because education is the first index, it grabs the OS caption for that. This is true, but why? I don't know. It's kind of weird that I understand that's the first index and the WIM image is built that way. But if you download a Windows 10 Enterprise version, you would think the Enterprise one would be indexed first. That's how I see it. We have Do Fox Live. I'm a little late. There's no worries. Welcome. LG, sorry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about you guys being late again. The stream is always going to be there for you guys 24/7. Come back. Enjoy it. I need to download version 10, 1803 and update my MDT. Yup. do Fox Live, if you make sure you have the latest ADK, update your ADK first. I will provide everyone the documentation, like a reference video that I did for you guys of what to do. And LG said, insane, man. I'm about to do this in about 1 week. That's awesome. Hopefully this video helps you out, guides you. Again, the PowerPoint is going to be provided for you guys at the end of the show. So LG, you will have a reference documentation that you could work with. So it looks like it is done. Done. Complete. Awesome sauce. See there. Let's do a win, VER, and 1803. Nice. Nice. Awesome. So yeah, guys, this stream was super simple, super short. I will provide all the documentation that's needed for this video for you guys. Hopefully you guys check out episode 42. This was really good. I will be doing some follow-up videos with this, guys. I think I need to do the self portal for you guys. And for this video, I'm definitely going to distribute this PowerPoint so you guys can have it. Take notes, come back to the video, take notes because it's very important. Again, this stuff is free. The PowerPoint, the PDF that I provide you guys, it's free. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is just make sure if you do anything different or something happens or you make any tweaks or modifications in your environment, you get a particular error, let me know. I want to know. I'm always here to learn. So let's go back in the chat. Okay, Kenzie, cool. I think I'm waiting for what you call it? I am waiting for 1709 and also 1709 and 1803. I am waiting for the LTSB version. Now, if you don't know what LTSB version is, it is the long-term servicing branch. I love that version of Windows 10. And the reason why is because all the garbage, like all the apps, Xbox Live, the weather app, Skype, I think SkyDrive, OneDrive, whatever it's called now, is removed. All that stuff makes it super simple to deploy, right? Because if you're deploying 1803, which I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you right now. Let me switch real quick for you guys, right? This is 1803. And if I click on start, look at all this crap that I have to customize within my task sequence to remove this stuff. This is PowerShell scripts, GPOs that you need to push out to the machine to remove all this nonsense. But the best thing about the long-term servicing branch, it removes all this stuff from the machine. Like my host machine right now, the machine that I'm running my PowerPoint is a LTBS. So if I do, let's do a WinR on this machine, right? And boom, there it goes. Let me zoom in for you guys. Boom. It's 1607, but it is a LTSB, a long-term servicing branch. But this guy is so clean. I don't have all that nonsense. I don't have the Xbox. I don't have the SkyDrive. I don't have all that craziness. I cannot wait when Microsoft release 1709 and 1803. They have to release that. Like, please, Microsoft, release those two builds on the long-term servicing branch. That'd be super awesome. We have Tyler saying, finally caught this live. How's Hyper-V going? Any clustering? Always Well, at my 9 to 5 job, I do have Hyper-V and I do have a couple of clustering stuff. I'm trying to get myself. I'll probably do in the future a live stream with you guys doing Hyper-V, taking Hyper-V to the next level. Probably doing maybe clustering, showing you guys how to cluster and do a failover clustering with Hyper-V. I'm still working with that stuff. Oh, get out of here. Office 2019 won't work for LTSB? Why not? Wait a minute, is there Office 2019? You serious? They're already in 2019? Holy moly, yeah, Office 2019. Crap, that is crazy. Wow. Good to know. I definitely need to test that out. Big thank you for that one, my good man. Big thank you. Well, guys, I'm going to end it right here. It is 10:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will provide all the data, all the information, all the documentations for you guys. So thank you all that joined for today's video or live stream or show, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate the support. Don't forget to hit that like button. Stop by later. Leave your comments so I could catch you guys or give me some feedback or whatever. I'm tired. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Thank you so much. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I catch you guys on the next live stream, which I don't know. I'll probably go into ghost mode again, but who knows. Have you touched Windows Server 2019? Yes, I have touched it. I think I've done one video for you guys so far, and that's just basically the installation. I am going to touch 2019 a little bit more. I just haven't had the time. That is on my to-do list, so do not worry about it. I will, do more videos for you guys with Server 2019. I am interested with Office 2019, so I'm probably going to see if I could get into the preview beta portion of it, and I could be part of that so I could test that stuff out for you guys. So hopefully stay tuned for a video on that. Again, I gotta go. I am tired. I'm just getting really tired. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. Make sure to hit that like button, and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. So how in the heck do I end this? Seriously, how you end this? Okay. Did it finish? Did it finish? Wait a minute. Oh, wait. All right, I'm done. Later, guys.